Hey, right, you motherfuckers. You know what? I still have Christmas stuff up. What's up, creepers? Hey, Keekers, Christy, Atari Creep. How's everyone doing today? This guy's got to go. I don't even know if I have the other one here in my... Let me double check here. Hold on. I don't know if I have the other. The non-Christmas version of that. Oh, I guess I do. So, you know what? Because I am one of those kind of guys. I am going to switch it here live in front of you. Because I am exactly that guy. What's up, everybody? I hope everyone's doing well. Let me make him go away. Let me add another one. An image. And we'll just say that this one's going to be... We'll call it that. Yeah, we'll call it that. Let me go find it in the files. Oh my god, it's going to be the desktop. I still have the folder called Atari Creep. It's funny. It's funny. So many changes. I'm going through changes. And I'm going to delete the Christmas one altogether. Bam! There we go. You know what? Let's make that a little bit bigger. I worked hard on that. And by hard, I mean I told something to change what I looked like into that. And it did it for me. There we go. Now it's no more Christmas. Ooh, that sounds great, huh? How is everyone doing today? I got a wicked bad glare on my screen, so if people are chatting, it might be a little hard for me to see it. Oh my god, here we go. Violation Entertainment. Hola, Creep. What's going on, buddy? Thanks for popping in, man. I can always count on you, no matter what time of day it is. You know, if I were to stream like 3 in the morning, it might be a respectable time for you for once, but... So the guitar we're noodling on today is this ES335 copy. Oh, hold on. Take that off. Got a little skull guy on there and everything. It's pretty cool. So that was like a ring one of the kids got for Halloween. And they're like, I want this stupid shit. I'm like, I'll take it.
Oh, what ring?
Oh, here we go. This thing.
Oh, I think I gave that to you.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna grab my headphones.
Let's see, we got James. We invited you into a couple of Toy Talk lives the other day. I don't recall if I got any notifications on that, but then again, I'm fucking James. I'm so stupid when it comes to TikTok. I haven't really been very, very active lately on there. Not by any reason other than just because. But getting back to the guitar, this is a guitar that was gifted to me by Captain Obvious's daughter, of all people, my buddy Alex Valentine. I hope he pops in here because we may have an update on the Haunted Mansion telly, but we'll get to that when we get to that. So I'm in talks right now trading a guitar neck that I have for a telly body. If any of you guys have a telly body that you want to get rid of, I got a gorgeous late 80s neck. Reverse headstock, pointy as fuck, in really great shape. It does have a locking nut, but it has a regular nut as well. So you can remove the locking clamps if you'd like, or you could just get rid of the tops of them and just let it help guide your strings to the tuning pegs. But for right now, I mean, I'm not talking about this, but this is the guitar of the day. The pickups came out of a Hondo 767, I think it was. A Flying V that I had for a little while. I actually painted it to look like the Eddie Van Halen 5150 Kramer, but I ended up selling that. I don't know why. Maybe I needed money at the time. But I ended up selling that. And I saw pictures of it earlier today, and I was like, fuck, why did I do that? I wanted to finish that. But we can always buy more stuff in the future to make things happen. But I don't bring this guitar out too often because it is cursed. And by cursed, I mean it does not electronically ever want to work. It's so bizarre. It plays wonderful. It sounds great. Especially with these pickups in it. Let me do that so you can at least see a little of the guitar. And it's really fun to play, but the electronics, like, watch this. I'll put it in the neck position. Nothing. And every now and again, it'll do that. So right now, all I have is my bridge pickup, and if you've never played a 335 semi-hollow, man, you need to get your hands on one. If you're a guitar player, anyway. I'm afraid to touch the volume. If I can learn how to use StreamYard, I would have, going back to what James was saying, I would have people on here randomly too and have discussions. I really want to do that. Someone had said you should do like a little chat panel and call it the Creeps Show. You know, meaning possession with the S at the end. Kind of a play on the Creep Show, that great fucking movie. Actually, both of them, the first two are fucking phenomenal. I have never seen the TV show, nor do I really care to. I'm sure it's fine. But Violation said, did you play the new Terminator game? Gorgeous pixel art. I have not. I haven't had like a few extra bucks to buy little things like that. Right now, I allocate money like on priorities and shit like that. You know, I got so little coming in personally. We'll be changing that here, hopefully in the next couple of weeks. But Creep digging the cap, brother. Thank you, man. I've always had this cap. This is my, well, I shouldn't say always, because there was a short time period when I first moved back here about 10 years ago where I was without a hat. But this is the one that's in almost every pictures I'm in. If I'm wearing an all black one, that's my Boondock hat. And I only wear that when I'm trying to be classy. But I appreciate it, Mr. Shaw. How are you? It's been a while. Thanks for popping in, my friend. It's great to see you. It's great to hear from you, man. There's always Discord or TikTok for easy multiple windows. Yeah. You know, I saw you live the other day, James. And I saw there was a ton of boxes with the plus thing. And I actually came this close to actually clicking on it, but I had nowhere to really prop my phone and be able to discuss whatever you guys were talking about without being fucking interrupted every 5 minutes by, you know, either the kids or the missus or, you know, the TV was on. And I don't like doing that shit when there's distractions, because it's somebody else's, in this case, account, you know, channel, whatever you want to call it over there on TikTok. But, you know, I chose not to. But I don't think I've seen any requests. But then again, I'm dumb. It's probably there. I have no idea, dude. And it's funny because this typically isn't considered a metal guitar, but these pickups are so hot. And they sound so good in it, and they look great. Originally, this had chrome covered, just generic humbuckers. They actually sounded okay. But I wanted to put these in here to give this kind of a Les Paul KM vibe. You can look up whatever that is. I'm not going to get into it. It was a model Gibson put out on their Les Pauls for a little bit, where they used the double cream pickups, which turned into a big thing with DiMaggio, and it was a lawsuits and stupid corporate bullshit. And it worked. I just need to... What I probably need to do is just buy a new wiring harness. Because some of these things have been in and out of this guitar so many times. I've replaced the jack. And the one that's in there now is like crazy tight. It's insane. It is insanely tight. Remember when like the clone consoles, the Nintendo clone consoles first started coming out, even with the Hyperkin and all that? Pulling the games back out was a nightmare. That's what it's like to plug this in and unplug it. But it seems like there's something, I want to say it's in the switch, but there's something where the neck pickup wants nothing to do with being on now. It's fucking aggravating, but we will get this guitar 100% eventually, because it's one of my favorites to play. One of my absolute favorites to play. Digging the hat, there's always Discord. Yep, we talked about that. Whatever you do, please don't start an OnlyFans. I have an OnlyFans. No, I don't. I was trying to come up with a gag, but my brain says don't. Stop. I did actually sign up for an account for OnlyFans, thinking it was going to be something like to benefit, like subscribers and shit, and then I found out what it really was. It was amateur porn, and I was just like, you know what? I'm out of here. I don't do the porn thing. Never have. Never really cared to. That's a rad build. Thanks, man. Thanks. It's believe it or not, and I talk about this guitar being fucking cursed. It's from a company called Glary. Okay, we've had Glary on here before, and Glary is just one of those companies that sells the most dirt, basic, cheapest everything, including there's a lot of cheap guitars that if you get rid of the hardware and the electronics, you got a great fucking bone to play. You got bones to play with. I wouldn't even do that with a lot of Glaries. But they came out with this, and it was gone just as fast as they came out with it. In fact, they released this. It was only available for, I want to say, a week. And then they had another semi-hollow that was slightly differently shaped. I think it was right around that time Gibson had the Play Authentic bullshit going on. So they got rid of it. And then they sold them at a discount. And I believe that's where this one came from. In fact, I'm pretty sure this was a return at one point. Given the condition it was in when I received it. And the discount at which... Because at first I was like, there's no way I can accept this. And then they said, look, it was only X amount of dollars. I'm like, okay, I can live with that. But it didn't exist for very long at all. When I first got it, it had some issues here and there. And I didn't think it was going to be a viable guitar. But after fucking around with it for a little bit, it turns out it plays wonderful. It's the only guitar I had that hasn't gotten any fret sprout at all. In fact, I got an Esquire about a month or two ago that had beautiful fretwork. And because of the dry and everything, the neck is starting to shrink a little bit. So the frets are starting to hang over the edge. That's got some fret sprout now, whereas this doesn't. So it's kind of like give and take with this fucking thing. And the big pain in the ass about this style of guitar is you have electronics, but you have no convenient way of accessing them. Everything has to go through this fucking hole right here. And what a nightmare it is. What a nightmare. But it plays good. It looks good. Very inspiring. And because I'm just too lazy to get into the electronics and just do it right, I guess. I don't know. I can't seem to get the electronics ever to be 100%. I either get one or the other. Sometimes the out jack, the input or output jack, depending on what you want to call it. Sometimes that works. Sometimes it doesn't. I don't know. But I will never, ever get rid of this fucking thing. It's so good. Plus, I mean, come on. Let me take this off. Right decorated it. I decorated it, man. I'm not done. I'm not done with the headstock yet, but that skull is a piece of plastic. It was like a Halloween ring or something like that. And I was just like, yeah, I'll take that if you don't want it, kid. So. Such a great sounding guitar. Ooh, let's see. It's a rad build. Is Howard in the room? What's up, Howard? What's going on, man? Gibson probably sued the shit out of them. Yeah, they were sending out cease and desist letters like crazy for a little while there. Once they got some new leadership, who, by the way, has been doing right by the brand. They came out with this little video that doesn't exist anymore on their channel anyway. Literally fucking blasting people for either building similar shaped guitars or even people who use their products, but because they're not endorsed, they'll put like a little black sticker over the headstock name when they're playing live or something like that on camera, and they're like, get a hold of us, let's fucking make it, it's just like they thought they were being tough guys, but then they got such a backlash. But you'll notice a lot of companies that do, I'm trying to word this right. Oh, well, I'll figure it out in a little bit, but, okay, so like DIY guitar kits, which, oh man, I want to get one of those. I don't know which one though. I've never bought one of those kits that come with everything and just build it with all the crap parts and then upgrade it afterwards. I want to do that so bad, but even some of them have gotten rid of their Gibson-esque style, and they're over in China, There is one company called BYO Guitar, and they're up in New Hampshire, and they used to have a Les Paul Jr. kit, both single and double cutaway. And I've wanted like one of each for the longest time. They don't even sell them anymore because of Gibson fucking going on a tirade. It's like, shut up. Howard says she's a beauty. Thank you. What's up, Lucille? Yeah, man, I guess you could call it Lucille. It's not all black. Do you know why he called it Lucille? In fact, any guitar he played from that point on that was one of these was Lucille. He didn't have a specific one. But without Googling it, Howard or anybody else, can you tell me why he named it Lucille? Alan, what's going on, man? Sounds better than the last time you saw it. Shut up. I appreciate that, man. I was just telling him that this thing isn't wired up properly anymore. I don't know what the deal is. Cheap components. I put nice pickups in a guitar with cheap components. One of these days I'll buy a pre-wired harness and get it in there. But again, there is no easy way to access the electronics except through this hole. So fuck it. But right now we just deal with it the way it is. James says, somehow TikTok, Toy Talk, is my most successful social media. Right on, dude. That's awesome. That's awesome. I'd be honored to come on and talk toys with you. I mean, I don't have a vast knowledge. I can just talk about what, I've had growing up. Maybe remember a few things, in the moment, and just go over some lines that I'm really into, like this new Superman the movie line, 3 3/4. Love them. Good coffee. What movie is that from? They all get slaughtered right afterwards. I have no idea. I just know he was epic, badass. Absolutely. You need a collaboration with Grimlock. He's on. He's in Rhode Island. I actually just I don't like Rhode Island. I know I have some people on here from Rhode Island once in a while, but I lived there for a few years, and I did not get along with the attitudes down there. Not only that, but I just tried to sell a guitar neck. What?
Can I have some?
That's flat.
Oh, okay.
I respected her online thing. What was I saying? I put up a guitar neck for sale because I'm trying to get a Telecaster body. It's a late 80s reverse headstock pointy. Really sexy neck, but I have no use for it. No use for it. And I have a telly project I need to get going. I have parts for it, and the parts are originally for the purple telly I have here, but they didn't line up, and I didn't feel like drilling new holes, and the old holes wouldn't have been covered because of the width of the bridge. And normally I wouldn't mind any of that as long as it's all covered up by the new parts. But for some reason, Squire's bridges are a little bit wider than regular metric ones. I don't get it, but whatever the case is, I have all these parts ready to go to do a really rad Haunted Mansion Esquire style Telecaster. But no body. I mean, technically, I do have a telly neck, and I have a couple of other necks that will work for it, but I had a cat in Rhode Island. The first person messaged me. He's like, are you willing to ship it to Rhode Island at my cost? I'm like, yeah, give me your approximate address, and I'll get you some. And he was all excited. He's like, yeah, cool, man. Thank you so much. A lot of people won't ship and all this stuff. And I went into, my click and ship and got him a price and everything, and he fucking ghosted. And then I messaged him saying, what the fuck? He's like, oh, I'm sorry. Things are a little crazy right now. I can barely even think. I'm like, then why did you fucking message to begin with? Get the fuck out of here. That's why I hate the marketplace so much. It's up on Reverb, too, but... Hey, Howard, you're a guitar guy. Do you have any telly bodies? Let's see. James says, I thought YouTube has a single guest option. Never seen it used yet. Does it? Does it? I don't know. All my friends use a thing called StreamYard. God, I love the sound of these fucking pickups. I have another set from the same time period, same, creamy color, except it's a little more, I would retro bright them. Well, no, you don't really want to do that. No, with guitar pickups. But they're a little more tarnished, I guess you would call it. Over time, things yellow. They were originally cream. They came out of a lawsuit era Yamaha Les Paul, and I remember that guitar playing and sounding so good. It wasn't mine. We used to play with this band called Product 62 a lot, and when they disbanded and we disbanded, a few of our guys went with a few of their guys and started another band called Slump, and the dude took out those pickups and put EMGs in the Les Paul copy. And my old bassist, who I'm still really good friends with. As a matter of fact, if you guys go back a while, I got a box 32X with all the stuff. What? I respected your live stream. What?
I was going to ask if I could have a soda.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, sorry.
Fuck, what was I saying? See, this is why I get mad when they do that, because my brain sucks. I have bad brains. He was cleaning out his dad's basement, and he found his 32X and called me up and was like, hey, Chris, do you have a use for like a 32X thing for Sega Genesis? I'm like, yeah, how much? He's like, I'll just give it to you. I'm like, dude, this is what they're selling for. And he's like, the fuck do I care? Yeah, take it. But long story short, he had those pickups for the longest time. And I did a job for him, and that was part of the payment. He gave me a whole guitar, plus those pickups and a couple other little things. And I still have them up there. I should put them up for sale. I don't know, but... yeah, I got one nicely painted. I just got to put the guts into it. Oh, well, I meant for like trade or sale. If you're going to keep the fucking thing, it's not any good to me. No, I was fucking with you, but... let's see, do you have a mid-vid break free? What do you mean? I mean, I see you wrote the word game afterwards. Do you have a mid-vid break-free game? I have no idea what that is, man. Howard's laughing. I meant for me, not you! Man, send me a picture of it, though. I'd love to see what it is and what your plans are. I love guitar projects, man. Just share yours with me more often. guitar has that chug, you know. Unfortunately, you know, it's good for dumb shit like that. I don't like Green Day at all. I can't stand them. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is about the damn band. I don't like them. I don't like them. And it has nothing to do with, like, you know, metal versus grunge or alternative or any of that crap. I just could never get into it. I mean, there's a couple of songs off of Dookie that was okay that I liked. And I liked that they referenced Black Sabbath on the cover. The actual song Black Sabbath. Yeah, I don't know. Speaking of Black Sabbath, I heard rumors, for you guitar guys, that if you remember in the late 90s, Gibson started doing endorsement deals with like signature guitars and stuff, and Tony Iommi got the very first SG one. But they put together a signature humbucker. And it was a chrome covered, or you could get them in black. But they had no pole pieces, and they used both ceramic and Alnico 2 magnets in it. And I had an SG at the time. I had a 78 The SG. All walnut, nice ebony fingerboard. As a matter of fact, I can pull up a fucking picture. I bet you there's pictures of me playing it in here right now. And I bought them instantly. I went right up to Guitar Center and said, I want a fucking set of them. Do it now. Do it now. Oh, speaking of, I got my Terminator shirt on. And I had them in there, and unfortunately I don't have that guitar anymore. I thought I was going to be buried with that fucking thing. But I heard a rumor that they might be remaking them or re-releasing them, whatever you want to call it. Let's see, do I have a good picture of me with that guitar from back in the day? Back when I thought I was going to be a fucking rock star? Huh. I guess that's the best picture I got. Yeah. Oh man, I was fucked up that night. I remember that night. We got into a fucking brawl with these kids. They kept screaming about how much they were good at boxing and shit. There we go. It was at this place in Somerville, Mass. called the Irish Eyes. God damn, it all started because our singer was banging some dude's girlfriend. And, I would send a picture. Oh. Okay, no, I'm glad that we can't make a deal on that because I'd have to repaint it. That looks nice, bro. That looks really nice. Thanks for sharing it. But yeah, our singer was banging some dude's girlfriend, and he showed up with a bunch of people, and my evil brother Tom was there, and he's a scary fuck. You might as well consider him a Terminator. He was big, and he has no conscience. He's like a sick, evil psychopath kind of guy, but he's not a bad guy to have on your, behind you if things pop off like that. And it turned into a big fucking thing. Cops showed up, and like they almost got fucking dogs and SWAT involved. Not SWAT, but like the big wagon almost showed up. It was like a whole bunch of us just throwing bottles at each other and fucking smashing heads on tables. And oh my god, it was so fun that night. I got hurt, back here. One of my teeth got chipped, and my nose was cracked right here, and And at the end of the day, my singer was wrong for doing what he did. But you know what? Don't fuck around. What a good time. What a good time, man. I miss the 90s. SGs are super fun. I like them, but you know what? It's weird. SGs, depending on when you buy them, the where they set the neck is different. Like the SG, it's a little more forward outwards. So you have access to everything. Whereas some of them, they set it in like you can see here, like the body stops here, but the neck stops here. I don't know if you can really tell what I'm doing here. There you go. And some of them with the short neck tenon and the long neck tenon, depending on where they place the neck, really depends on how the guitar feels. It's the only guitar Gibson makes that really, you can almost argue the '70s V plays and feels way different than other Vs. It's so bizarre. I don't know. But I really liked, in fact, if I ever come up with a couple of grand, I might actually seek out my actual guitar. That one that you just saw in the picture. There are some very characteristic things about it that only I really know that are there. Like there was a fucking break at the heel. But it was put back together in a way that you could never tell. But I know exactly where to look for. I'm sure whoever has it now probably knows about it. But my drummer wouldn't stop fucking playing while we were trying to tune up, so I fucking smashed him in the head with it, and it broke the fucking body from the neck. God, that band was violent. More I'm thinking about it. It was called Noise. It was just a shitty little band. We had a lot of fun though. We had a lot of fun. But yeah, he wouldn't stop with the. Every time we would try to tune up together, he'd go ba da ba da ba da ba da ba da da ba. And we would look at him, he'd be like, my bad. And then we'd start to, and he'd ba da ba da. I just fucking got tired of it and just grabbed the neck and was like, fuck you! I'm out of here. And the fucking thing snapped on him and the drum kit, kicked over his fucking set, and I just walked out. They're like, oh my God, Chris left. What are we going to do now? I fixed it at work. I worked at the Guitar Factory at the time. We had plenty of glue. Good stuff. Good stuff, man. She's a super fun. Hey, what's up, Pierre? Thanks for coming in, man. Oh, shit. That cool picks. As a matter of fact, the guy who sent me those is the one we were talking about who gave me the pickups, and he was the bass player. The 32X. I purposefully didn't show those pictures in case he doesn't want to be on. But we had this song called Slam Pig, and it was the most generic fucking. And we would always play it at the end of the fucking show because it was like, it was very aggressive. And he would come out, I mean, mind you, this kid, he's 6 foot wherever the fuck. He's wicked tall. And he would come out in this bright orange ski mask. And I never questioned it. I was just like, okay, this kid likes to pull ski masks out during the last song. I kind of jumped into this band after the fact. It turned out he is now married to, but at the time he was dating a childhood friend. Then I went to audition for one band, and then they were next door. So I just said, fuck these guys, these are weirdos. And I moved into theirs and somehow ended up in that band. And that's, because of my childhood friend. She's like, oh my God, Chris, what are you doing here? Come over here and play with these guys. They really need a guitar player that's playing, And I finally asked him once while we were like cruising up and down. Actually, it was before we played this place called The Rat. We've talked about that a few times. Guitar Hero 2 did a kind of like a tribute or a reference to it. I think they called it The Rat Cellar, and it was called The Rat Skeller, Skeller kind of thing. So I finally asked him, I said, what the fuck is the deal with the fucking ski mask, dude? You got to tell me. And he says, oh, nothing really. It's the end of the show, and I just figure I want people to look at me not because they want to, but because they have no choice but to. And I'm like, fair enough. That's fucking fair, man. Appreciate that, though. Cool pics, he says. Ha, ha, ha. Yeah, man. It was a paint phase for me. I just went crazy. Dude, it looks nice, man. Our drummer did that shit, too. All drummers do. Drummers are dickheads. As much as we need them, they're dickheads. Every drummer I've had to deal with, although I'm still friends with a lot of them to this day, they were all dickheads when you're in a band with them. Dickheads! Man. Let's see, am I missing anything in here? What year was the cigar box? So you watch? Yeah, right here. I watched your cigar box video, man. You like the quality of that? I shot it with a potato. also known as a Blackberry Pearl. That was, I believe I said what it was. It was at least 15 years ago. Let me see if I can pull it up. Vanner F13. Can you tell I really didn't know what I was doing back then, man? Alright, Cigar Box guitar videos. Where did it start? It started right here. I got a couple other guitar videos on there that I might be uploading over time. It says 15 years ago. Let me get you the exact date. Yeah, I'm going to like it. According to this, it was uploaded February 23rd of 2010. So it's almost 16 years old. Jesus, it's hard to think that YouTube is that old now. Am I alone in that? YouTube doesn't feel, Google doesn't feel that old now. It's older than the kids in this house, and they're going to be adults in a few months. I don't get it, man. We're getting old. Two drummers in the same room is a fucking war about to happen. Yeah. Yeah, drummers are okay. They fulfill a very important role in the dynamics of a musical band. They keep you honest and on time. And a good drummer will let you know how well or not well you're doing, not verbally. But as long as they're keeping the beat proper, you could be humbled really quickly with a good drummer. Doesn't matter how good of skills you have on the guitar. A good drummer will humble your fucking skills if you're not fucking sharp, you know? I did start... Oh, you motherfucker. I just dropped that pick. Good thing I have another one right here. It's not the one I like to use, but I'll use it anyway. I know, man. I ain't got anything against him. Oh, I know. But I actually started talking to a dude about a neck, a bridge, excuse me, a body. He listed it like 23 weeks ago. And let me pull it up. And I'm like, I got this really rad neck. Do you want to trade for it? And he's like, I'm tempted, but I don't want to use the... My neck has a locking nut on it, but it also has a regular nut. So it's like, you can just remove the locking nut, and it's no big deal. But I was gonna sand the face of it and do it purple, and paint the sides and the back black, and then go with the Haunted Mansion theme. And the only thing that's really wrong with this body is somebody fucking mutilated the output jack, which is easy enough to, you know, to conceal or fix or whatever you want to call it. All right, let me put this down. Enough with this fucking phone. Enough with this phone. Let me go back into my... I watch me in the background on my alt channel, the one that has a cigar box guitar right now. The one that we were just talking about. Gorgeous Telly, man. Yeah, it's all right. It's just a hand-stained green. He says it's ash. Who knows? I'm working on my own, like a little cover of that song. I love doing that. I don't know why. But speaking of tellies, if anyone's following my other channel, the Purple Esquire, I keep saying I want to go back to nines. I got a couple sets of nines, and I have that right there getting room temperature because it was dropped off by Amazon. And I'm going to put it on the Esquire, and we will be doing a review of that pickup that we installed like a week ago. It sounds great. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. At first I was like, okay, in distortion with some dirty tones, you can't really tell. You know, I mean, there's slight differences between the 3 different modes. But as a humbucker, it sounds fine, you know. And maybe if I had something with a slight breakup. I used to have a tube amp on top of my PV here. But we got rid of that because I wasn't using it. And now it's like, fuck, I wish I still had it. Because I have a couple of overdrive pedals that worked really well with it. But again, I needed money and I didn't need the amp. So I was like, you know what, let me just sell the amp off. But I kind of wish I had it now for it. Because I went clean just to hear it. And I'll tell you what, everything I thought was going to be rad about that pickup, it was actually just the opposite. And I'll get to that in that video. I won't allude to too much right now. But everything about the P-Rails that I thought was wrong. I mean, it's a rad pickup and it still does what it's supposed to do, but I'm really excited. I'm really excited that I went that direction with that guitar and that the Haunted Mansion thing didn't work. I'm kind of bummed out because it was a purple guitar and I had all the little pieces for it, and it just... And it was exactly what I thought I wanted to do when I first saw that guitar, even before I had any of it. The guitar, the pots, or any of that crap. I knew I wanted to do an Esquire Haunted Mansion theme, you know, and call it the Foolish Mortal or something, you know? But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe down the future I'll get one cheap and I'll just plug the holes and deal with the ugliness of it. But I'm hoping to get a telly body here pretty soon. The guy saw my messages, so I don't know if he's just kind of like, oh shit, I tried to get out of it, but he found an excuse because he said he didn't need a locking nut thing. You know, I was like, you can remove it. It's got a regular nut. Oh, should have just said no. But get me excited. Don't get me excited. But speaking of excited, who's excited for tomorrow's fucking game between the New England Patriots and those dolphins down, those porpoises down in Florida way? We're going to, as they said back in the day, I wish Bears fan was in here right now. He would know what I'm talking about. Squish the fish. And then shortly thereafter, it was Skin the Bears. We played the Bears in the Super Bowl that year. I want to say it was 1985. I could be wrong. But it was like one of the first times we were really doing well as a team in a long time. The Patriots, we didn't have a good team for a long time. We almost did a few times. But my father knew nothing but disappointment when it came to the Patriots. And unfortunately, he passed away before the Brady fucking administration. And we played the Dolphins to get into the Super Bowl. And there was T-shirts, you know, squish the fish, even though they're not fish, you know. And then when we won that, it was all about beating the Bears. So I had a T-shirt that had the old Pat the Patriot. You remember how he's in the hike position? But he was above a fucking bear that was all fucked up. And there was like a blood pool underneath him, and it says, Skin the Bears. And we ended up losing that Super Bowl anyway. But that was the year of like the Super Bowl shuffle and all that crap. God, remember when silly things like this would be an event? I miss it. I miss it. But you know what? It was a particular time period that we, hopefully, depending on who you are, and when you were created. Think of all the stuff that we got to experience as Gen X and early millennials. You could sit there and say like the 50s and 60s were like the birth of all pop culture and coolness. And my dad would talk about how much better a time it was. And it was because it was his time. But think of everything that today they're still trying to profit off of. that's been around for 40 and 50 years that we got to, not to mention that, but the historical things that we got to see. I really think that little Gen X box of fucking existence is going to be the most unique, widely celebrated, and talked about for the longest time. And again, that's another reason why we are talking right now. You know, Atari, and television, Nintendo, Sega. I mean, fuck, Coleco. What an interesting time to exist. Out of all the times in the world we could have existed, we got to be Gen Xers. And shit, everything we grew up watching as brand new is now part of, like, it. You know, you can't go anywhere without seeing Back to the fucking Future. Or like Friday the 13th. Or Nintendo. Or, you know, you can't go anywhere without seeing our childhood being used for profit. And that's how I look at it. My memories are a for-profit business. Nostalgia is it's a dangerous drug, man. Just look at Nintendo fans. I'm serious, and I don't even mean that to pick on them. How many fucking ways can you buy Super Mario Brothers? And fucking people will do it. They don't. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm a Commodore 64 kid. Same. And television gamer, what's going on, my friend? He's all waving at everybody. Thanks for popping in, man. Load, yeah, star, comma 8, comma 1. Boom, enter. And you were lucky if the game loaded up. Because everybody had it on that fucking floppy, right? That was recorded, or I should say duped, as we would say back in the day with cassettes, from another source. I don't think I've ever seen, well, I have. That would be a lie. But at my friend's house that had these computers, which I very rarely ever played around with. In fact, I have almost zero experience with the Commodore 64. Comparatively, in the 50 years I've been on the planet. But everyone who had one, I don't think I ever saw an actual from the store copy of a game. It was always copied, you know? Dads would just show up with a couple of floppy disks of games and be like, here, I got a couple more games for you. And it was someone at work that just made copies for him, you know? I don't have a C64 as a kid. I didn't have it as a kid. But I have the mini and the micro. I almost bought one of the minis a couple of weeks back, actually. There was one for sale locally, dirt cheap. I think it was like $12, something like that. And I almost got it, but I didn't feel like traveling for it. It would have been like an hour drive, and in the moment, I wasn't really into it. I wasn't into it enough to really give a shit. And I think Commodore is one of those things that, unlike Atari and Nintendo and Sega and television, well, maybe in television 50% falls under this, but I think it's one of those things that if you didn't grow up with it, it's hard to kind of get it. Maybe not. And I don't mean physically. I mean, you can go buy one right now if you want and play it. But I mean, like the nostalgia part of it, because a lot of those games are garbage. They really were. I mean, there was just so many. There were so many games for the Commodore, from God knows everywhere. You know, all the way from some little puke in his basement working on something to big companies. And I don't think it's just something that you can get into, and maybe I'm wrong. But with the exception of recent times, that's how I felt about in television. It's just one of those consoles where I don't think people felt it accessible unless it was something that you grew up having to play. Like that was what you had. And now with the the introduction of the Sprint and a few other things, Atari buying it, I think initially people were like, oh, okay, I've heard of it in television, and this is pretty neat. So I think thank God for Atari buying it, is where people are actually starting to fall in love with the system and its games, which is great because aside from the controller, it's a very capable system, and I absolutely love in television. Mine is right behind you. I guess today's Intellivision Day. Tell me all about it, Intellivision Gamer. Did it get released on January 3rd or something? Love that fucking song. Violation says, sometimes I still use a C64 the right code just to see different speeds of math formula. Yeah, right on, man. Now what? Oh my god, she's fucking sparkling. She still doesn't get the hint. It's fine. I like to sparkle. You're lucky you're sparkly. Let's see. I try to explain the appeal of the Atari 2600, or explain. I tell them, again, right where your comment is a blob of fucking resin. I tell them they have to be played as the 600 versions of Pong. The appeal is unquestionable. You know what? That is an interesting way to look at it. Start at Pong and keep buying different Pong consoles. God, what a weird time that must have been. God. What about January 3rd? I read somewhere on one of the Facebook groups that January 3rd will be Intellivision Day. I'm going to look it up right fucking now. You know what? I'm going to do it on here. The chat is going to be gone for a few minutes, guys. So, what group was it in? Maybe it was Intellivision Nation? What is this? Intellivision... Amazon Canada, that's about $70 less. I'm not in Canada. Somebody had posted it saying that January 3rd is going to be Intellivision Day or something to that effect. So it's not in the nation. Maybe it was in the Sprint group that I belong to. Watch it. I'm not going to be able to... Oh, here we go. Here we go. Intellivision Prime posted. Intellivision Day, December 3rd. Play any Intellivision game. A notice for those with Sprint. Intellivision Day is celebrated on December 3rd of every year, and 2026 will be no exception. Keep your disc thumb strong. The day will be here before you know it. And then it says go here for details. So let's go there. Intellivision Prime. Okay, they're trying to sell stuff. Great site. Great site. I've been there a few times, but let me show you what I'm looking at anyway so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Let me tell it to... Can you see it there? Yeah, you can. That graphic right there. And those are the words. So, I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Let me go back here so I can see the chat. You probably saw it on Television Spirit Group. That's new. Okay. Okay, so they're just picking a day for it? I wonder why that specific day, because this is how I look at it. Over on my side of things, on the 26th of every month used to be, well, it still is, Atari Day. And I used to celebrate it by playing a game and, talking about whatever. But that was mostly through the Atari.io forum chat, right? And since we're in 2026, I figured every fucking day is Atari Day this year. Fucking television. I'm just kidding. God, it sounds so huge. I wish you could hear what I'm hearing. That sounds so fucking big. It's because most of this is hollow. It just has one block of wood going straight down the middle for all this crap to anchor to, And there are some that don't have it at all. And you get wicked feedback. But you probably saw it on Television Sprint Group. That's new. Yeah, man. By Intellivision Prime. Yep. December 3rd. Hey, what's up, Uncon? What's going on, my friend? I know it's unconventional for anyone who's fairly new. I call him Uncon. It is what it is. I make up my own names when I feel like I can't read. When I feel like I can't read. You guys want to play a game? Should I put this down and play a game? I think I'm going to do that. Watch. Ah! It's like pulling your dick out of a Cheerio. What is that referencing? And it is in television. Oh, let me move my authentically painted Friday the 13th Part 3 Jason Voorhees mask to get to my controller. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to play some games. We're going to play a few Atari games. We don't have a Sprint here yet. And at this point, it looks like I'll probably never get one. But regardless, that's not code for people fucking send me one. Not code for that at all. But if you don't mind, I'm going to go refill my coffee, and we'll pick a game, and we'll play a few games, and then we'll just see where it goes from there. If someone gets naked, someone gets naked. If not, it is what it is, right? Alright, alright, alright. I'm fucking back. Back like we never left. Let me get my tuner out of the way because I don't need to tune the Atari 2600 games. Violation says everyone but you calls me Violation. Okay. I call you Violation. Everyone but me. I don't call you Violation? I mean, I say the whole name, Violation Entertainment. I don't know. Oh, wait, hold on. Again, blob of resin on the screen. All right, well, we'll figure it out when we figure it out, won't we? Let's see, what are we going to play today? There was a game someone played on the television. I said, I don't play that on Atari enough. Oh, Burger Time. I don't know if I want to play Burger Time for the Atari. I guess we'll fucking do it. Let me make sure the volume levels are good so I don't blast your fucking face. J-Rob, hey, did you know how to play any King Diamond or Iced Earth songs? King Diamond, yes. Iced Earth, I wouldn't even be able to tell you a title of one of their songs, unfortunately. But I can play the opening riff to Welcome Home and part of The Family Ghost. Oh my God, we were just about to play a game. See what happens? We start talking about guitars and shit, Atari goes out the window. I can play that and then and then there's a 18 is 9! Actually, I think it's... But that's really it, honestly. I used to be able to play a few songs from The Eye. Actually, there was one in particular. Dun 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 bum 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 boom boom bam boom boom bam. Yes, ma'am. What?
I need one.
You need one what? There's like 18 things right there. Can you just say the word?
Napkin! Thank you.
A napkin. There you go.
I feel like I'm learning English.
Fucking English over here. You know, she had an online thing that I completely did not disturb her, and she's making every effort to fucking aggravate me today. And I'm in one of those moods, too. Alright, let's pull up a game. I guess we'll play fucking Burger Time. We'll play Burger Time. I haven't played it on the Atari, probably. And maybe we've played it a few times on here. I don't know. Shit, do I not even have it in here? Oh, no. Oh, no. It's got to be in here. This is Buck Rogers. Bump and Jump. Burger Time. Here we go. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Alright, let's do this. Hey, at least they got the fucking music, right? At least they got the music. J-Rob says, oh, those are classics. I could play Sleepless Nights by King Diamond and Part of Abigail. Dude, I love both those songs, dude. The Conspiracy album is so good. What the hell? I didn't even start the game yet. Alright. Oh, I forgot how slow this was. Oh my god. Alright, let's do this. Come get some. At least the chef looks cool. Let's do that. Oh, why didn't you come get me? Loser. I'm screwed now. Come on. Oh, I forgot how bad this was to play. Oh my god, this is so horrific. This is so horrific. Let's go get some salt. There we go. I'm just going to play straight. I was going to try to do the whole, you know, giving these guys a ride. But apparently they don't want to come along for it, so. I'll get to the chat here in a second, guys. Alright, there you go. Come on up. No one's falling for my ploy. No one's falling for my ploy. God, this game is so awful. There's very few games I will actually say, you know what? This is an abomination. And guess what? This one's an abomination. It's an abomination to all of fucking mankind. Go up! Go up! Alright, let's do this. Fuck. Alright, well, we're just gonna go get the root beer. The mug. I've never played Diner. There was a while ago, and I think I even told everybody in one of DJC's streams that there was a copy of Diner on shopgoodwill.com with a bundle. In a television bundle. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I genuinely didn't mean to fucking fire off on some pepper. Like, the AI in this is garbage. Like, he could have came and got me, but he chose against it. There we go. Don't come down! There we go. There we go. Alright, what do we got? And television is the best way to play Burger Time. I agree wholeheartedly. I honestly believe the Intellivision port is the GOAT of all Burger Time. Go, go, go. I just like starting at the top. I don't know why. I'm just kind of stupid like that. Although I've never really been good at this game. It's one of those games I've just never really... Oh, I didn't mean to do that either. Oh, I suck. Look, and they still drop the bun anyway. They're like, we'll give them the bun. We'll give them the bun. Are those the those are the classics. Okay, we already talked about the Abigail and the 7 televisions this way. I bet this port will be much better on your television Sprint. Absolutely. They got sound effects right on the money. You know what? There's a lot of talk of the graphics leave a lot to be desired. And you know what? The system was capable of better than this. But I do honestly believe that there were time periods where, like, there's no reason why Donkey Kong didn't look as good as it did on the Intellivision. No reason. Aside from someone playing fucking games. Fuck. Fuck. I went wrong there, guys. No, don't go down. Or up. Don't go up. There we go. I will smush you. What the hell? Why didn't he get smushed? No one come get me. Damn it. Now I'm trapped. You know, I'm just going to keep going. But I honestly believe that certain games were programmed horribly on purpose. Because there's no way the Intellivision port is as much better as this game. Come on! Alright, fine. I'll crush you. Stupid sausage. Fucking sausage. I'm screwed here no matter what I do. Go up, dude! Oh, this game is so I remember as a kid being frustrated all the time playing this fucking piece of garbage. And it's rare that I'll actually call a game that. It's very rare. Very, very, very rare. Shit, I need that. I'm not going to get it. Oh, well. Moving on. And Lock and Chase. I heard someone say something about... I actually thought I had a chance there. I heard someone say something about Lock and Chase. I like Lock and Chase on the Atari. It's been a long time since I've played it, so we can play it next. And, we'll see what we can do with that. But... shit. Let me get the roots beer. I always looked at it this way. That Lock and Chase on the Intellivision was like part 2. Because there were so many things different about it. You know, does that make any sense to anybody but me? It was almost like the Atari was just Lock and Chase, and then when you got to play the Intellivision, it was like part 2, the fucking better sequel or whatever. I don't know. That's how I always looked at it. But yeah, no, I will agree with everybody there that the Intellivision port is GOAT. Quick. Can I do it? Oh, I got him, though. I got his dumbass. Alright, well, we'll go this way. Alright, come on. I want to give somebody a ride. Come on, sausage. Let's go. Yay! Yay, sausages. Oh, we got a couple of them there. Nice. Getting the hang of it again. But honestly, it's one of those games that I've just never really genuinely been very good at. Oh, shit. Oh, well, that was a waste now, wasn't it? Oh, of course I run away. Of course I run away. Right when that shows up. All right, let's go get... Let's waste our last fucking lives just to get this. Yes! Come on, guys. Well, I'm not going to be able to get them. Let's get up here. Let's go get this. Oh, your sister's a fucking twit. I hate you. I hate you. No, get on the platform. I know I'm fucking myself here, but... Oh, no, maybe not. Go up. Up. Yes. All right. Now, back to business, dude. Back to business. Back to business. All right. I'll get to the chat here in a minute, guys. I promise. Please be patient. Fuck. Oh, why does it pause you when you do that? I hate it so much. Look at this guy. He's like, oh, here he comes. Oh, it's just a hole there. There's a hole there. All right, I suck at this. Level 3, I'm actually pretty proud of myself for that. Genuinely. I don't have any peppers. I'm done. Alright, let's get to the comments. Here. Let's see. Burger Time, Chris Bohr's favorite game. Is it really? Is it really his favorite game? Okay, let's see. Everyone calls me this. Yeah. How's things? A television gamer. You guys are yapping. Hey, do you know how to play King? Okay, we already... All right, I'm far back here. Oh, these are classics. I can play them Sleep Night and King Diamond. Yep. And television is the best way to play. Absolutely. I bet this game port is be much better on the television Sprint. Howard says, they got the sound. Yep, we did that already. I hope someone makes it better for the Atari. Has anybody done a homebrew of this? Interesting. I didn't even think of that. This is a tasty burger. Absolutely. Now I want a burger. I was just playing Burger Time Deluxe on Game Boy last night. It's really good. I don't think I've ever played that. Yeah, you're right, Creep. They were rushed. Probably. It's probably exactly what it was, but... I wonder if they just purposefully said, you know what, we're going to make the Intellivision one so much better. I don't know. IKEA Warriors. I would love to see you play Kangaroo one day. If you're really good, you can punch the apples. You know what? I don't have a lot of Kangaroo. Let me put that on my list of games to practice a little bit, because I think I may have played it like once, twice, 3 times a lady. Remind me. I will practice it for a little bit. Brian, what's going on? The Game Boy version is really good for this. Yeah. Someone had just told me all about that. Let me see if Lock and Chase is a little bit better in my skill set. Let me go the other way. Lock and Chase. Lock and Chase. God, it's been a long time since we played this. M Network. Make sure this one's not the PAL version. I only have 4 versions of this game. I only have 4 of this game. Man, I love this game. I love this game. I love this game. But again, talking about this and the Intellivision port, they're so different that I honestly consider them different games. And you'll notice I don't do a lot of locking. I've never really been good at that part of the deal, you know? Let's go get the thing to make the points happen. Oh! Although, you know what? Oh, shit, I didn't mean to go down. I was just going to say, I don't like playing maze games with a D-pad. But I'll make do. I'll make do today. And that was exactly why. Because sometimes my hands wander. My fingies. Fuck, I wanted to get this piece. Fuck, they're all coming. They're all coming. I can hear them breathing heavy. No! Down, dude. Go down. Oh, hello. I'll take it. No, down! See, that's what I'm talking about with the D-pad. I've never been good at... See, I was trying to go down there, too. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Look at, they're fucking on me, dude. Yeah, there's nothing I could do there. All right, let's just fucking finish this. I guess I'm not finishing it. Oh, I did not turn there. All right, we're gonna start over here. We almost got through a whole screen. Almost got through a whole fucking screen. Or a level, I should say.
Ignore me.
What?
Ignore me, I just want to watch.
All right, let's finish this. Can I beat him? There we go. See ya! Yay! What's up? Why are you waving at me? Oh, high five. Thank you. I'll take the high five.
Look, I put a ring over my glove.
Oh, that's stylish.
Yeah, it's cute. It goes with the belt.
Nice. Belts are cool. They help keep pants on.
I'm using it as an accessory.
Fuck! Here we go. But this, you know what? There are some missing things from this compared to the Intellivision, but this is a great playing game, period. You know, think about it. I guess there's really no way to truly think about it aside from it's just a fun game to play. Plays well. It's really about your skill sets, you know? And hardware, I suppose. There we go. There we go. Here we go. Oh, no! Fuck off with that. There we go. We got it. We got this. Whew. No, down, dude. Wow, these fuckers are really aggressive today, huh? Look at that. I think they all came from fuckyourfeelings.com. We should do a high score squad challenge in the, oh, I keep forgetting I have those. High score challenge on this game for the Creep Collective. I totally didn't see that he went through the hole. Totally didn't see that. Fuck. Fuck! We'll just make it happen. The Game Boy version is really good. Yeah. I think we already discussed that. Fuck me running. Where are you? I need to play the. Oh! I need to play this game a lot more often, man. I love this game. It's been a while since I've played it. Oh, I didn't mean to do that either. Is that my last life? That's my last life. Let's see. Would love to see you play. Okay, no more chitter chats. No more chitter chats. Let me see here. How many people we got in here right now? How many people we got in here? 9 people. Wow. Well, it's all 9 of you. Thank you. Well, it's technically 8. Because again, one of my alt accounts are the other one. God, I love that sound. I love all the Atari sounds. See, I meant to go up there. I meant to go down there. Fuck. I thought I was slick there. I thought I was being slick. Wow. I guess I'm complete garbage now, right? Oh, shit. Wrong. Shit. Whee! Not even going to worry about the points. I'm just going to get the fuck out of here. Nope. You ain't coming up here, brother. I tried to back up. I tried to go the opposite. No, what are you doing, dude? I was right there. I could have got the thing. Oh, I got greedy, but I won. Nobody got me. All right, here we go. No, back down, back down. That was all my fingers. Atari sound engine is superb, even as far back as the launch games. I know, dude. I absolutely love the Atari sounds. And maybe that's more of a nostalgia thing than anything, but... to the point where I'm trying to make a musical instrument out of it. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. You know, I just need to stop being lazy and get my hands on an AV mod for... fuck, I'm screwed. An AV mod for my Junior. That's the only piece I'm truly missing to at least, you know, play as an instrument. You know, not... I mean, I could just hook it up to a TV and stuff, but to have it hooked up to a set of speakers where I could just set it up anywhere I'd like. Alright, we're just going to avoid all that for right now. Shit! Down just doesn't want to work for me. Go down! Alright, I need to practice this game more. I am way better at this game than I'm showing. Turn! Ha! It's like grease fucking lightning over here. Can I beat him? No, I can't beat him. I didn't beat him. Ha! Ha! Might as well let that one guy, you know? Oh, well, that's enough of that nonsense. Violet says, back then was rare to have any sounds at all. Yeah. I think you're really right about the first time I played Atari. We were at my uncle's house. It was hilarious. Right on, man. Atari sound engine. Okay, one more round. I think I'm gonna sign out. People are starting to come home. Or at least it sounds like they might be on their way home. Plus, I'm hungry. I haven't eaten anything yet, really, today. I know that sounds weird, but... ah, man. At least let me have the small points. Oh, I meant to do the one above me after grabbing that little dot dash, whatever it is, bag of gold. Isn't it gold you're supposed to have been fucking with? Ah, he saw I was coming through. He said, no, you can't do that, Mr. Creep. And I said, ouch. I thought I was going to beat him. All right. Oh, I still have one more life. I have one life to live. One life to live. I did not close that first door. All right, let's get the fuck out of here. My favorite, the nuclear apocalypse. Yes. Man, talk about anxiety. No, I wanted to go fucking lift. Hey, look, I got one this round. Fuck me. All right, well, that's about all the excitement I can handle for one fucking day. Let's go back to the chat. There we go. Well, it's looking grainy because it started getting dark around here, and I don't have a light on. But yeah, hey everybody, thanks for coming and hanging out with me this Saturday afternoon. I'm sure you had a lot of fucking things that you could have done that was like probably better or more fun, more funnish. Plug Missile Command into the PA system at Albert Hall. Absolutely, absolutely. I think I figured out where I can make those noises happen on the synth cart, but I'm fucking tired today. But guys, thanks for hanging out with me today. I genuinely appreciate it. You know, I wasn't planning on streaming, but I didn't get a chance to yesterday, which Fridays are hit and miss anyway. I don't really commit to the Friday being part of my afternoon streaming schedule. But if you're ever curious, this is what I'm playing with. It's a Pro controller for I believe a Switch. Yeah, for a Switch, but it's a wired one. From Power A, I think it's called. It works really well. It works really well, and I'm glad that Stella recognizes it as a viable controller to work with. Ooh, Missile Command is the perfect example. It really is. It really is the perfect example of everything. Frustration, anxiety, sound, gameplay. Like, I know most games are like this, but Missile Command is the one that truly exemplifies that you're not playing to win, you're playing to stay alive as long as you can. Because it's inevitable. You're doomed, no matter what the fuck. I also have this controller here that I got for Christmas. Squish! It's actually, you know what, at first I was like, oh, thanks, honestly. But you know what, I keep it over here, and when I'm watching videos or working on something, I need a second to, actually works pretty good. Oh, excuse me. Howard says, good to see you, Creep. God bless you, man. Have a wonderful weekend. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Happy New Year to each and every one of you. Reactor. I like the sounds, and I fucking hate that game, period. Period. I refuse to try to figure it out. It is so fucking obnoxious. I will not. No! Stop it. But guys, I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening or afternoon. Here it's 4:07 in the evening, the early evening, afternoon, whatever you want to call it. I consider 5 o'clock to about 8 o'clock evening, maybe even up to 10. And then after 9, 10 o'clock, it's nighttime. But I'm going to clean up a little bit here because we're going to get rid of the tree. We have a ceiling tiles that need to be repaired. We had a roof leak a while back that's been since repaired. But we got those old school square tiles up there, and like we have this one spot where it's fucking brown and so embarrassing. The landlord's finally getting someone to come by this Tuesday, so we gotta get the tree out of there, get the stuff out of the corner, and put it where the tree is. Take care of all that, but more importantly, I'm gonna go eat something. Ooh. Excuse me. So guys, wherever in the fucking world you are, I hope you're doing well. I genuinely appreciate you guys taking the time to come here, whether it be for a few minutes or the entire stream. Time is precious to each and every one of us. We think we're here for a long time, but we're really not. And the fact that you choose to use a little section of your time today to come hang out with me for whatever nonsense is going on, I genuinely appreciate it, and I take it with utmost respect and gratitude. And with that, guys, until next time, take care. Creep